Hey guys, welcome back to Blade Bloodhound. Today we're going to look at a Schrade Copenhagen knife. So, people that know me, there's two things I collect. Well, there's a lot of things I collect. I take that back. I collect too much actually. But two things that I really enjoy and like are knives and old tobacco memorabilia. Anything to do with old tobacco, I like signs, tins. I like all kinds of stuff tobacco. So, actually, I used to like tobacco, but I have since quit dipping a long time ago. Not to say that I don't miss it, but anyway, let's go back to the real deal. So, when I saw this knife, it has two of my favorite things: snuff, Copenhagen tobacco, and knife. So you got tobacco and knife in one package, so you know I had to get it. I had some of these years ago, and I remember sending in like tins, or I don't forget what you send in now, it's been so long ago, but you would send in proofs of purchase. I think it was I don't know if it's the label I had to cut off or the tins. I think it was the actual tin on the top of the can, and you'd send in so many, you would get a knife, or you could get different things. Actually, I got the Lonesome Dove VHS collections, what I got with mine on one of them. But since then, that's been long gone to the Goodwill. So I don't have a VHS player no more, and I didn't really need them. Figured somebody else could check them out. But a cool knife here. We're going to check it out. It's made by Schrade. I would say, well, man, I know it's made by Schrade. It says it on there. Now the tang stamp does say Schrade Cope. It has a cool shield on it. And we're going to check it out over here at the table and see what you guys think about it. All right, guys, talk to you in 2 secs. All right, guys, my trusty assistant Vanna was not paying attention. Usually I tell her to pause it when I say, let's go over to the table, and she didn't, so I had to come up with something else to say, but that's all right. I like talking anyway. So let's take a look at this knife. So it is made by Schrade. It's a Copenhagen Schrade knife. What I liked about it, there's a couple of things I like about it. I like the gold bolsters. You know, a lot of people are like, wait a minute, those are gold, but they're not real gold. They're brass probably, but I like the brass bolsters, I should say. And I like that it has this cool Copenhagen shield. Look at there. Well, since 1822. Was it really called Copenhagen back then? Maybe, I don't know. It satisfies. It is a delrin black handle, cool Copenhagen shield. It's got the old brass brass spacers. Got your back springs there. Looks great. But I really think that the brass bolsters give it a pop. Cool knife. Somebody probably sent a lot of tobacco things in to get this. I saw one of these at an antique store the other day, a lockback, and it was a good price, but I don't know. I've got so many knives. I just said, you know, do I really need it? And I talked myself out of it, believe it or not. So right here on the blade, if you can see that, it says Copenhagen Snuff. It was an advertising knife for tobacco. And then here it says Schrade Cope, as in Copenhagen, USA. They made some skull ones too, and I do not have one of those. Even though I used to partake in the skull as well, I don't have one of those. But a cool knife, and these are actually, believe it or not, pretty collectible. This is a jackknife. It has 2 blades. But a lot of people love these, and I think it's because of the tobacco part of it. I mean, like I was telling y'all, I collect things tobacco related. You know, old tins, you know, old signs, anything tobacco related. But, you know, you don't see that anymore because, you know, I don't want to say we don't celebrate tobacco, but you know what I mean. We don't advertise with it anymore. You don't see signs up, you know, promoting it much, which is a good thing because, you know, cancer is bad. You don't want cancer. And But anytime I find something with tobacco advertised on it, I'm telling you, all it's going to do is go up in value. I think that because we don't do that anymore, that it is going to go up. I mean, you're not going to see knives that say nicotine pouches or anything, but you might, who knows. But cool, I like that Copenhagen shield there. Black delrin, like I was saying, main blade, clip blade, very nice. Appears to be never sharpened. Let's see. I don't think anyone's ever put anything on that, unless I tapped it on a ceramic rod. I'll do that sometimes, just lightly touch one. What was unique about this one though is, check this out. The old sheep's foot blade, which is your second blade on this one, is serrated. Listen to me, I was thinking of Schrade and thinking of serrated and about made my own word up, but it's a serrated blade. Now, I am not a super fan of serrated blades, but this was on eBay. I made an offer. It was a good price. I thought it would look good with some other Copenhagen knives I have. I need to find me some skull knives, but I'm telling you, for some reason, the skull knives, you don't see them a lot. And if you do, they're usually priced so high that you don't want to buy them. But a cool knife. Has the old square bolsters with a little pinch here at the end. See, that's kind of tapered down. Very neat. Schrade made good quality knives. I can see why they used them to do their advertising. The skull ones are green. The Copenhagen ones are black. Has great snap to be its age. I should have looked up what year they did this promotion, but it was a long time ago, I'm telling you, because think about it. I told you I sent all mine in and got the Lonesome Dove collection, and this person was smart, sent theirs in and got a knife. All the knives I got out of it, I had to buy aftermarket. But a cool knife, good size. Hey, look at here, I got my tape measure close by me. Let's do it. Let's do this for Mike. He's the one that's always asking me about it. He'll like the, threw them out there. What we got here? 3 1/4 inch. So good size knife. Well, yeah, 3 1/4. But a cool knife, carbon steel, little patina on it. I didn't clean it a lot because I was afraid of taking off that right there, because they didn't really put those on there good. So you can see it barely. Copenhagen snuff. You can't see it good at all there. Let's see if I can. Let's do it this way. I'm gonna zoom. Okay, there we go. I knew if I got the perfect angle, you could see it. But a cool knife. Later on in life, this will be a cool piece of history because, kids will say, what? They advertise tobacco? Tobacco's bad. But yeah, we used to advertise it all the time. And I've tried to pick up any kind of advertising piece I could that was related. I've got belt buckles, I've got different things that I just think eventually will be, a rarity. Something that somebody will collect, like me. Anyway, guys, I hope you like the knife. If you got one of these, let me know if you ever see one. If you ever see one of these in a store and it's a deal, like a Copenhagen, a skull knife, something like that, I definitely recommend you pick it up. Even if you don't pick it up, send me a message and tell me about it. I may want you to pick it up. Anyway, guys, it's a cool knife. Schrade USA. What else can you say about it? Just a great piece. Y'all guys have a great night, and we will talk to you next video.